All right, everyone. Hey there, happy Thursday. This is Pete Erickson. I am the founder of Modev. I'm the creator of Voice Summit, which is just around the corner. We are only 3 days away from all of the action that starts on Monday, July 22nd. If you haven't visited the website yet, voicesummit.ai. And it is the largest voice event in the world. It's going to feature all of the major platforms, Amazon, Samsung, Microsoft, Google, many, many more. But we have almost 400 speakers coming from around the world. This is part of our speaker interview series. And today I'm speaking with Arek Flinik of Lecta.ai. Eric, how you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Great to have you. And last we checked, yesterday, we have people coming from more than 26 countries around the world. Tell us where you're from.
I'm from Poland, Krakow to be precise.
So, yeah?
I'm not sure if many more people from Poland are coming, but happy to represent.
Hey, we're really happy that you're representing. So thank you so much. Go Poland. So Eric, first off, tell us a little bit about Lecta. What do y'all do?
Yes, so we are creating our own technology based on the state-of-the-art artificial intelligence techniques and methods to create a framework to build dialogue systems or voice agents, chatbots, virtual assistants. It could be anything, working both with text and voice, and we're focusing on two things mostly. One of these things is the business focus. We try to provide a technology that will allow really large enterprises to do really complex systems that will be integrated with their backend systems. So I think it's really important if you're talking to a virtual agent or chatbot to be able not only to ask some questions, but to be actually able to do things like checking your balance or checking the insurance claim status or things like that. Like, what's the point of using the chatbot and then being redirected to the website if you can get the same information directly in the conversation? So this is one thing that we're focusing on. And another thing that is especially important for me is that the user experience and the user-centered design. So we really try to create a really natural conversation. So users won't feel like they're being dragged through some IVR type dialogue tree or a web form that's just glorified, because instead of filling out the input forms, you can talk to the machine. So the point is, like, there's really different things that can happen in the conversation, and people can do things that you cannot really predict. But the point is to allow them to do that and to feel comfortable and naturally in the conversation and being able to adapt to what's happening instead of just following a really strict script or scenario.
Well, it's a really important area. I think that all of us can share the frustration of dealing with call trees when we make a phone call to a customer service line and we can't get somebody real on the phone. I think that Lecta is solving that problem in this new era, in this new multimodal engagement era, so that we're not having chats with chatbots and can't get to what it is we're really trying to do, or we're getting, So I think it's a noble cause. And you did mention the enterprise. I think one thing that's interesting about this space, and it's going to be apparent at Voice Summit, the difference between last year's event and this year's event, I think, is the enterprise, the growth of the enterprise opportunity for integrating multimodal experiences into the customer engagement and even the employee engagement process. Do you see a difference between adoption of the enterprise in the US and Europe in general?
I don't think there's too much of a difference in approaches. In general, I would say it's pretty much the same. It differs more between various different companies, even in the same space, than between different countries. Like, you can find really well-educated companies already, both in US and Europe, that already know what they want to do and achieve, and they already have resources and processes in place, so it makes it really easier to achieve something really successful and valuable and fun and engaging also at the same time for the customers. And still, we have some companies that are still on their way there, and they're still getting education and trying to figure out what should be the thing that should work on and so on. But I definitely see a progress there, and I think the progress can be visible anywhere in the world. So I want to put Europe over US or the other way around.
Let's talk a little bit about what you're going to be chatting about at Voice Summit. I'm just putting up the screen now. A virtual agent for the real world. is the title of your talk. Tell us a little bit about what you're going to be speaking about. It looks like it's on Wednesday, July 24th from 1 to 1:45 p.m. in the campus center, room 240. Tell us a little bit about your talk.
Yeah, exactly. So I find this topic really fascinating. Well, no wonder. Like, I think it mostly comes from the experience of working with those enterprise companies. And at some point, we've been focusing on the technology so much that we somehow missed the fact that there's so many different aspects that are important. And especially working with those enterprises, sometimes there is this assumption that if you can get the better technology, that the overall result will be much better. And the thing is that we slowly realized that there are those different factors that are very important. So I wanted to share some of my lessons and experiences from delivering those projects that are now used by millions of customers all over the world. And talk a bit about the different tips and lessons and maybe mistakes that we've made that we now know that we should avoid, and what are all of these different things that you should think about and care about if you really want to accomplish something that will be really pleasant to talk with and useful and providing value both for the users and for the business that's implementing the solution.
That's great. Well, it looks like a fantastic session, and I think you said something key. You know, lessons learned are so vital. If you are at all interested in this space, in what's happening with voice and chatbots, multimodal with screens, engagement, Voice Summit is the place to basically get caught up to speed on what's happening, but also to learn lessons. We are going to have so much knowledge shared from speakers like Eric, coming all the way from Poland to share with you, their lessons learned and how to basically strategize your engagement. Whether you're a small business, work for a major enterprise, or you're a startup trying to figure out how to get ahead, these types of talks are absolutely vital. Eric, we want to really thank you for making the trip all the way from Poland to come and share your knowledge. And where can people find out more information about Lekta?
Well, obviously, you can go to our website, lekta.ai. Well, it's lekta.ai. You could also try to find me on the conference and talk to me, or try to get in touch with some of the guys that are working with us through email or anything, I think. So, but I would really appreciate, I would be happy to have a real actual conversation, because this is what we're talking about and this is what's the most important. I mean, the premise of the whole conference is actually that we all share this belief that the conversation is the most natural and most beautiful way to communicate and interact, not only with machines, but also with people. So I would really be happy if I was able to talk to as many people as possible on the conference.
Yeah, Eric, I couldn't have said it better myself. At Modev, we believe human connection is vital in this era of digital transformation. That means we get together, we talk. But it's been great having this conversation today over the live stream here with you, getting to know you a little bit better. I really look forward to seeing you in a few days. For those of you that haven't checked out the event yet, voicesummit.ai. Tickets do go up on Friday night, so now's the time to get in, and we will have, I think we're approaching 150 companies on site showcasing what they're doing as well in our expos. So definitely come check it out. Eric, great chat with you. Look forward to seeing you in a few days.
It's pleasure is all mine. Thank you.
Take care.
See you there.